Good morning, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my video report about the Scarlet Letter written by Nathaniel Hawthorne. First of all, we are going to have a brief presentation of the author. Then we are going to discuss the semantic framework and the linguistic framework. Bye-bye. Nathaniel Hawthorne was born on July 4, 1804 in Salem, Massachusetts. He was the son and grandson of New England sea sailors. Nathaniel spent his childhood in Salem, Massachusetts. In that time, it was a place where Puritan American history was concentrated. He was brought up surrounded by his mother and two sisters. Later, he took the decision to change his surname from Hawthorne to Hawthorne to avoid connection with his past relatives that were involved on the witch trials. Most of his writings are set in New England and take on topics connected to the culture, Christianity, and Puritan society. They also contain moral allegories with British inspiration on inherent evil, sin of humanity, moral messages, and deep psychological meaning. Hawthorne made part of Dark Romanticism, which main features are exploring the sinful side of human being, his desires, and his deep reflection referring to his daily living. Dark Romanticism is also focused on psychology, philosophy, and morality. For that reason, this movement aimed to answer the questions about what is good or wrong, and how human beings had to suffer dogmas imposed by society instead of constructing their own knowledge and wisdom through experience. Another feature that worth mentioning is the separation that is made between mind and heart. So here we find some of the oldest concerns of human being. What to do when what we want and what we must is not the same? Furthermore, Nathaniel's writing style reflects some features of dark romanticism, such as his heavy use of symbolism and images. His Scarlet Letters ranks alongside Melville's White Mail and Poe's Beat and Pendulum. By this way, the reader's profile that is interested on the Scarlet Letter must develop their sensitive side. They must be attentive on the message dealing with moral ideas and deep perceptions that these cliffhanger novels contain. Moving to the semantic framework, briefly, we are going to name some of the authors that has commended Hawthorne's work. So we have Edgar Allan Poe. He commended many of the work of Nathaniel. One of those twice told tales, and he refers that no matter that Hawthorne wasn't that famous, he managed, he conceived Hawthorne like a genius. Then we have Henry Thoreau, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Henry James, and secondly, we are going to name one of the themes developed in this remarkable novel. So first of all, we have courage because of Hester Prynne. She was really like tough. She never gave up. She always had in her heart peacefulness. Um, she didn't have she didn't feel hate. She was all the time looking for help other people. Then we have courage. uh, we name courage. We have revenge from Roger Chillingworth, that remember all his strategic meaningness with Reverend Dimmesdale. And last, for last, we have morality, that is the eternal discussion between what is good and what is wrong. Now, we are going to make a short review about Hawthorne's masterpiece. The Scarlet Letter is set in 20th century Boston, Massachusetts, between 1642 and 1699. This is considered Nathaniel Hawthorne's magnus opus. It narrates the story of Hester Prynne, a woman who has committed adultery, and it is requested to use an egg right in her bosom. She has been humiliated in front of all people who also wanted to send her to the gallows. She had a baby which her husband was thought to have lost in the sea. And now what people is asking for is the child's father identity, another sinner, because he also needs to be punished. However, she's been stepping back, and for a long time, 7 years, she hid the child father's identity. In the social field, the society in that time represents how harmful people can get to be, but also how they hide their human side, the side that contains his sinful impulse, because we all have it, no matter how hard they avoid sin or bad thoughts. It may part of humanity today with bad and good actions. That's actually what makes you feel alive. People were always trying to live out of sin, following rules, idolizing people such as Reverend Dimmesdale, and they did not think over the facts, but they only followed their faith. In the historical part, we have Salem witch trials that are presenting some characters at the end of the book. This was witches was sick. In the cultural, I think that Hawthorne replaced women into the social frame. Why they think about witch as women? Why not a witch who is a man? But it also represents how hard Hester had to live all the consequence of her sin. But it is because she was obviously a woman. So this part is when Nathaniel I think that he replaced women into the social frame. In the political, remember that here we have ministers, Quakers, that they are in control of everything, such as is the church. They are in charge of making all the decisions relating to the town. They impose punishment, and remember when they want to take away little Pearl from her mother, they just decide to take her away, and it was about doing what they want. They believed that their main objective was to set God's rules and make people follow it no matter what. And one of the most important fields is religious, for that reason. We now see the Puritanism, that it's about strength, vision of God. They were fervent religious. Everything that was wrong, they hold that it was because of the evil side of people, and they want to gain the heaven. Remember the inherit evil, Adam's apple. That's why they feel that their life must be set in order to achieve forgiveness and avoid bad passions and desires. In the economical, remember it wasn't a rich village. Remember that Hester had to live in a cottage outside the town and still having in mind all her circumstance, she didn't have money. She was she always have help people, give food and clothes. The video, I wrote the poem to the Scarlet Letter. Oh, but what a tragic and tender story I have read. It has absolutely played my heart to strings. It was about lovely Hester that had to manage passion and dread. She had glossy black hair, sharp eyes, and arms like wings. Sweet Hester lost her heart for the clergyman without knowing what comes ahead. They live in each other's arms and a baby was born, but Hester will hide this sin as long as she can. Sorrow and more hopeless have been released and her revengeful husband has arrived to the scene. His anger and thirst for revenge make him look like a beast, and he won't rest till the truth is clean. So the game has begun. Roger Chillingworth plays with the clergyman's mind, and won't let him in peace till he reveal the sin. Pitiful Reverend, the guilt made possession of him. He wants to vanish in the wind. No matter how much the Reverend slammed himself, and he now has begun to lose his mind. Nothing he wants more to take his sin out of his chest. But for 7 years his guilty and sorrow has spread. Contrary to Reverend, Hester has wear the A. She feed and clothes the weak. Is the A for angel? Oh, rescue Dimmesdale is what she seeks. Dimmesdale is looking for rest, and revealed to all England town. God is now in charge of his bliss. Finally he has passed away. Hester left Salem with Pearl. She lived peacefully and became a legend, and over her grave is the scarlet letter in bed.